Southern Mississippi's Golden Eagles at home at the Rock, a Conference USA matchup against Louisiana Tech. We'll take a look at all the highlights. We'll also visit with Golden Eagles senior Desmond McCullum and visit with former Golden Eagle quarterback Austin Davis, now with the St. Louis Rams. And look ahead to this week's matchup with the UTEP Miners. That and a whole lot more coming up today on Southern Miss Sports Today with Coach Todd Monken.
This edition of Southern Miss Sports Today with Todd Monken is presented by Bancorp South, right where you are. And brought to you in part by Hattiesburg Coca-Cola. Want a taste of everything? Drink Coke Zero with real Coke taste and 0 calories. The City of Hattiesburg, a proud sponsor of Southern Miss Athletics. UPS, we love logistics. One Mississippi, now open for small business. And the University of Southern Mississippi. It's great to be a Golden Eagle. We'll be back with This Week in Southern Miss Football right after this.
What if you could create a bank that's just right for you? It'd have to be reliable, right? Familiar and dependable. But you'd also want big-time resources and financial tools to help you take care of the things that are important to you. You'd want a personal banker, someone who really knows you and can help you manage your assets, like offering a complete host of wealth management services. And there you go, Bancorp South. A bank that's, well, just right for you. Bancorp South, right where you are.
Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to Southern Miss Sports Today with Coach Todd Monken, presented by Bancorp South. Golden Eagles were back home at the Rock this past Saturday, entertaining the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech, and a ball game that the Golden Eagles come up just a little bit short. And Todd, when you look at the game, what sort of stands out? Obviously, you lost Nick Mullins early in the ball game, but Cole Weeks did a heck of a job coming off the bench, throwing for over 300 yards. So all in all, when you take a look at that ball game, what stands out?
Well, the mistakes we made. You know, early in the game, you know, even when it was 7-3, we're moving. We've got the ball on the 28-yard line going in, first down, and we get a bad snap, and it costs us 18 yards. So now you're 2nd and 28 from the 45. Instead of already being in field goal range or maybe getting a touchdown, and then you have another sack, and before you know it, you're punting. And so then we have to hold them right before halftime, and then even right before halftime, bad snap. So you end the half on kind of a downer. And then to start the second half and allow them, after a holding call, to get a check down that goes for 84 yards, those are momentum plays that make it hard. You keep battling back, but it's hard to get those back.
Yeah, I mentioned Cole Weeks. Cole got a chance to play with the injury to Nick Mullins. Overall, when you go back and look at the way he played, what stands out? How did you think he played?
He really fought. You know, again, I think he played about as well as you could ask a guy to play for getting, you know, a couple handfuls of reps during the week. I think that's very difficult. Now, luckily, he's been here for 5 years. He's an older player, has taken a lot of reps in the summer, so that was easier. But, you know, for him to go out there and execute the offense within reason, there were mistakes made, but that's if you think that he gets, say, 30% of the reps during the week or 25%, then you're going to expect that at least 1 out of every 4 times or something, he's going to make a mistake with getting us lined up, where to go with the ball, those things. But for the most part, Cole gave us a chance to win. And that's all you can ask.
Defensively, Louisiana Tech has one of the best runners in the country with Kenneth Dixon. You pretty much held him in check throughout the ball game, but he got that long pass play to start the second half that really kind of gave the momentum back to Louisiana Tech.
I would have never guessed if we'd have dominated him like we did up front running the football that we would have lost that game. I was convinced if we didn't turn it over and we stopped him from running it, we'd win it. The problem was we gave up too many big plays, and we turned it over a couple of times. You know, one was late in the game, but really we just didn't score enough touchdowns, and we gave up too many big plays.
When you look at the defense, anybody in particular that stands out that you thought really played well for the Golden Eagles?
I thought Rakeem had a great game. He was very active up front, has lost yardage plays. I think we had 8 or 9 lost yardage plays against him, so I thought he played well. I thought Ja'Corius Cotton played well. I thought our guys really played with great energy. I thought we had a great crowd. I thought we were into it. I thought our guys played with great effort. That's the hardest part, is the kind of effort we're getting from our team, and yet we're not there yet.
I thought the defense under the circumstances played really well. You had some guys that Emmanuel Johnson gets ejected from the ball game. You're without Brian Anderson. Late in the game, Kalen Reed got hurt, so you had to kind of battle through some of those things to try to make some things happen in the game.
We did, and still at the end we have a chance to win it. You know, we just got to get a stop here or there and make a play and give ourselves a chance to win. So, but you know, injuries are an excuse. We just got the next guy's got to get up, and we got to figure out a way to do it better.
Thought some of the guys, the wide receivers, you got some big plays out of those guys, and Cole was able to really kind of move the ball around, get it to a lot of different guys.
He was, and we had big games from again from Mike Thomas and Marquise Triplett. Again, one thing you say about Marquise Triplett, he's going to play hard, and you know, Marquise Ricard continues to get better, and Casey Martin is steady, and so we've got enough weapons. We've just got to run the ball better and not shoot ourselves in the foot.
And on the offensive line, I thought those guys did a pretty good job under the circumstances of protecting Cole and giving him a chance to throw the football.
They did. From a protection standpoint, they did fine. You know, we were banged up. Oliver Bates didn't play, and then Jerry went in and out. And so I thought that part, we just didn't run the ball as well. I thought we had a good plan. We didn't move anybody off the ball. Our communication was poor, and that led to us being basically one-dimensional.
Well, it was Southern Miss of the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech on Saturday at the Rock. Let's go back and take a look at all the highlights. Mullins, play action fake, looking to throw. Now fires right side, got a wide open receiver caught by the Golden Eagles for a first down. Quickly to the line of scrimmage, and Mullins going to throw again. Looks and fires up the field. Got Casey Martin, caught it just across the 50 and down to the Tech 46-yard line. Brings a receiver in motion and going to give it to the receiver, but the Eagles are there. Allen House let him slip through a tackle, but 2 of his teammates make the tackle out of the shotgun left hash. They'll bring Thomas in motion, give it to Thomas, sweeping right, gets a block in the corner, got Richard in front, turns the corner about the 35 and goes out of bounds around the 30-yard line. Payne and Dathan Davis, they're along each side of Weeks. Weeks to Payne, left side, big hole. He's going to score. Touchdown, Southern Miss. Great blocking along the left side of that offensive line by Rashad Hill and Brandon Farmer. A gigantic hole for George Payne, an 18-yard touchdown run. Triple receivers left, single receiver right. Sokol wants to pass under pressure, and he is sacked back around the 10-yard line. Wow. Boy, the Eagles really coming after him. Dylan Bradley gets the quarterback sack back at around the 9 or 10-yard line. They'll put it to 9. Play action fake. They throw it left, caught by Louisiana Tech, but the Eagles get a tackle back behind the line of scrimmage at the 22. Sokol again with 3 backs in the backfield is going to hand it off, and the Eagles going to get a tackle for a loss. Rakeem Nunez-Roches made the tackle on Jared Kraft. And they'll give it to Dixon. Dixon hit and can't get away. He is dropped for a loss back near the 7 by Adam Williams. Weeks checks out that Tech defense, takes a snap under pressure, fires up the field, got a man. Triplett reached back and caught it. He's got a first down at the 34. Weeks took a shot as he let it go, but Triplett reached back and snagged it. First down, Southern Miss. They'll put it at the 35. Sokol's got Dixon back there with him. They hand it to Dixon. He got hit and can't get away. Daz McCullum got him around the ankles and kept him down around the 46-yard line. Weeks play action fake, under pressure, down the center of the field, got Triplett. Triplett makes a catch, first down Southern Miss, inside the Tech 40 and down to near the 38-yard line. Sokol gonna give it on the draw play to Dixon, and Dixon with a flag down. Football came loose at the end of the play, and the Eagles are on it about the 30. Snap taken, here comes Louisiana Tech. Weeks looking over the middle, got a man in, it's caught. First down, Triplett breaks a tackle, and Triplett gets it inside the 20. Shuford will snap it back. Back down, kick on the way by Acosta. It's long enough, and it's good. He's 15 of 18 on the year now. Sokol to Dixon. He got hit, dropped for a loss. Back around the 5.5-yard line. Martin comes in motion. Weeks going to throw down the left sideline. Got a man. Mike Thomas reaches out, makes a catch, and steps out of bounds. Perfectly thrown by Weeks. Thomas goes out of bounds at the Tech 48. Acosta, this will be about a 27-yarder, and it is up, and it's good. Makes it a 4-point ball game. Weeks will drop to throw again. Up the sidelines. That one's caught. Down by the Golden Eagles. Looked like Mike Thomas. Weeks to throw it into the end zone for Thomas, who goes up and gets it. That's a touchdown, Southern Miss. Little bump on the defender to get some separation, then he reached up and snagged it. Louisiana Tech has defeated Southern Miss by a score of 31-20.
Gutterman Group is a go.
Yes! Not just a startup, an upstart.
Gotta get going. Gotta be good.
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 Growth is the goal. How do we do that?
I talked to UPS. They'll help us out. New technology, smart advice. We focus on the business, and they take care of the logistics.
UPS.
Good going.
We get good. That's great.
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 I love logistics.
One Mississippi, your health insurance marketplace, is open for small business. I'm Mississippi's Insurance Commissioner Mike Cheney, and I'm proud to say that One Mississippi is a one-stop shop where small business owners with 50 or fewer full-time employees can shop, compare, and choose from several flexible and affordable health insurance options. Enroll online at onemississippi.com or through an insurance agent. One Mississippi, now open for small business.
From the very beginning, your life is made up of a series of moments. Each moment requires you to make a choice. Sometimes you don't really have much of a choice. But for the moments that you do, the big moments, what will you choose? Choose to discover your own path, to defy expectations, to be challenged. Choose to ask, what if? To make a difference. Choose to give back. Choose to do something that matters and make every moment count. Choose Southern Miss.
Quarterback Austin Davis had a spectacular career at Southern Miss, setting virtually every passing record during his 4-year career from 2008 to 2011, and helped to lead the Golden Eagles to 4 straight bowl appearances and the 2011 Conference USA Championship. In his career with the Golden Eagles, he threw for 10,892 yards while completing 933 of his 1,527 passes and threw for 83 touchdowns. Davis is now the starting quarterback for the St. Louis Rams of the NFL and says a lot of what he learned at Southern Miss helped to prepare him for professional football.
Well, I think, as a student, not just an athlete, but even more so as an athlete, you have to balance your time. You have to learn how to do schoolwork and play football. There's practice and all those things. So you learn a lot about managing your time, and something that I really learned in my years at college.
Davis got an opportunity to start for the Rams when both Sam Bradford and Sean Hill were injured earlier this season, and he has tried to make the most of his opportunity, and that the experience has been something he's looked forward to all his life.
Well, I think it's a dream come true, coming here and having the opportunity to start. Obviously, the circumstances aren't ideal with injuries to 2 really good players and really 2 really good friends. But at the same time, it's the next guy up type of business, and I have enjoyed this, and looking to get a few more wins and keep working. But it's been a lot of fun.
Davis threw for a school record 461 yards against Rice during the 2008 season, and 3 times in his career threw for 4 touchdown passes in a game. He says there are several things he's had to adjust to from college to the pros, but there's one big adjustment that can be challenging.
You know, I think the time commitment in the NFL is different. I remember I used to always say that it would be easier because I don't have class anymore, I don't have school. But it's really not true because it's all day, every day football, and that has its challenges too. You know, it has its benefits. You know, you can learn and do more. You don't have anything else to worry about, but it does have its challenges as well. So just the time commitment and the season. You know, the season's so much longer to be able to stay focused and work hard.
When Davis thinks back on his incredible career at Southern Miss, there are many magical moments, but he says there's one memory that will always stand out, and it came during his senior year.
Well, it was a special experience, I think, all 5 years really, but it's really, really hard to beat the last year when we won the championship. In 2011, we had a really good team every year. I felt like we were really close, and then for it all to come together at the end, and for my senior season to end the way it did, and we got to go play in the Hawaii Bowl, and that was a pretty special moment.
Southern Miss legend, quarterback Austin Davis, now the starting quarterback for the St. Louis Rams, and he continues to add to the great tradition of Golden Eagles who have played or who are still playing in the NFL.
What if you could create a bank that's just right for you? It'd have to be reliable, right? Familiar and dependable. But you'd also want big-time resources and financial tools to help you take care of the things that are important to you. You'd want a personal banker, someone who really knows you and can help you manage your assets, like offering a complete host of wealth management services. And there you go, Bancorp South. A bank that's, well, just right for you. Bancorp South, right where you are.
And we're back, Southern Miss Sports Today with Coach Todd Monken, presented by Bancorp South. Time now to meet our senior of the week, and it's senior defensive end Dasmond McCullum. He's a kind of a local guy from up at West Jones High School and Laurel, Mississippi. And Todd, nice things happen to nice guys. Daz is a really great guy. He's battled injuries throughout his career. He's for the most part, knock on wood, stayed healthy this year, but really having a good senior year.
He really is, and Daz has had every opportunity to just say, I'm done. You know, his knees for the last couple of years had to be worked on, and yet he loves Southern Miss, he loves his teammates, loves playing football. That's the reason he's still playing, because he struggles through the week to get to game day, but you know, I mean, we're thrilled to death. He's a great leader, great teammate, and we're thrilled to still have him.
Well, Daz McCullum, the senior defensive end on our Golden Eagle football team. He's our guest today. Let's meet him. Up close and personal, Golden Eagle Daz McCullum. One back as Coker goes up under center. Flash and fake, rolls left, and he's being chased. Looking, runs the other way, and sacked by the Golden Eagles. Dasmond McCullum sacked him back around.
Well, the reason I want to be a Golden Eagle, just coming to the games when I was younger, coming to our days, Thomas camps, you know, coming to the elite football camps, did that twice, you know. The coaches seemed to like me. just seemed like a very family-oriented place. I just knew how the players played down here, and I wanted to just be a part of Southern Miss family. It was tough dealing with 3 surgeries on the same knee. Going through rehab, just kind of thinking about the pain, just going through the pain, thinking about why am I even doing this anymore? So it just, you just gotta have motivation and somebody to motivate you to just to keep going on. Just keep striving on, because you will see better days. You just gotta keep working for them. After I had my surgery last December, started rehabbing, and then eventually spring ball came around, started running, and the pain didn't seem to go away. And then I couldn't really run. It was like I was hopping. But as we ended the spring ball, I had started praying. God, is this gonna be for me? What I need to do? I just need a sign somewhere to know I should stop playing or what I should play. And, just talking to some of my teammates, they still had belief that I was gonna be able to still get out there and produce, that I was gonna be able to play my senior year. So, that was just real love to me, motivated me, just, Dad, you got more in you, just keep going, just keep going. Majoring in sport management right now. Every football player has dreams of going to the next level. I'm gonna take my shot if that opportunity comes along, but if not, I'm gonna try to go join a grad program with my major and eventually get into coaching or something along the sports industry.
One Mississippi, your health insurance marketplace, is open for small business. I'm Mississippi's Insurance Commissioner Mike Cheney, and I'm proud to say that One Mississippi is a one-stop shop where small business owners with 50 or fewer full-time employees can shop, compare, and choose from several flexible and affordable health insurance options. Enroll online at onemississippi.com or through an insurance agent. One Mississippi, now open for small business.
From the very beginning, your life is made up of a series of moments. Each moment requires you to make a choice. Sometimes you don't really have much of a choice. But for the moments that you do, the big moments, what will you choose? Choose to discover your own path, to defy expectations, to be challenged. Choose to ask, what if? To make a difference. Choose to give back. Choose to do something that matters and make every moment count. Choose Southern Miss.
And welcome back once again, everybody. Southern Miss Sports Today with Coach Todd Monken, presented by Bancorp South. Well, earlier in the show, we had an opportunity to do a little feature on former Golden Eagle Austin Davis, now the starting quarterback for the St. Louis Rams of the NFL. And one thing's for sure, Todd, whenever you talk to Austin, obvious how much he loves Southern Miss, but that's a great story how he's finally gotten a chance there in the NFL after battling through a lot of things and getting a chance to play, and kind of a dream come true for him.
No question. It's not often you get an opportunity. You get into camp, and so it's great for him. It's great for him to have an opportunity and give a chance to show what he can do.
I know he, of course, played obviously before you got here, but he's a guy that comes back and tries as best he can to give back to Southern Miss and to Southern Miss football.
Sure. There's been a couple times we've communicated back and forth, and I think he'd like to get into coaching. He spoke initially about maybe becoming a graduate assistant, and obviously that's been put on hold for all the right reasons. But he's going to do a great job, and I think if they give him an opportunity, I think he'll prove that he's worthy of being on a roster and end up with a fine NFL career.
All right, UTEP. Golden Eagles have to travel out to El Paso this weekend and take on the Miners, and I think maybe they've surprised some people. Had a great win over the weekend, shutting out Texas San Antonio, and looks like they've got some good things going out there right now.
Well, a little bit like Louisiana Tech. Their senior quarterback was an A&M transfer. Last year got his feet wet, playing better, big athletic guy. They've changed offensively. They've gone to more spread. Some of the things we've seen the first 8 weeks with the quarterback run stuff. And then defensively, they've gotten really aggressive. They're a lot like what we just saw at La Tech. Multiple pressures, multiple overloads, some zones, some man. So they've really turned it around after really had a pretty good start. Then they got pretty good beat down to La Tech, but then the last 2 weeks they've really played well.
When you look at them defensively, particularly up on that defensive front, a lot of big guys, and I don't, you watch them on tape a lot, so you see a little bit more of them maybe just looking at the numbers, but looks like they've got a big, strong defensive front.
They do, and they're active. I think the biggest thing you can say about them is, like you said, they're big up front, but they play hard. Their back end guys really chase to the ball. And I think they force you to make mistakes, a lot like what La Tech tries to do. They try to force you into lost yardage plays and then having to throw it and then try to thrive off turnovers.
As you guys have gotten back to practice this week, where are you trying to get better, and what's the challenge you face against UTEP this weekend?
Well, the challenge is, for a number of the weeks we've had, is how do we control their quarterback, because what they're going to try and do is run the football and with all the play action stuff, try to throw it over your head. So that's been the theme with these offenses now. It's really turned into more option football. So you've got to do a great job there. And then offensively, you've got to try to eliminate the lost yardage plays. One thing we didn't do against Tech, we had, including the snaps, we had like 76 yards lost rushing. When you go the week before, we had 5, besides the snap. Now you take the snaps out of this game, but we just had too many negative plays, and it's hard on third and extra long to get a first down. We've got to do a better job staying in front of the chains.
And of course, as we talk, I think you sort of hoped that you get maybe Nick Mullins back, but I'm sure you don't know at this point. But Cole Weeks has proven he can do the job for you and do the things you need to do to win football games.
No doubt. We won't know with Nick, and so we're hopeful to have him back. But if not, Cole's going to have to go, and we're going to have to rally around him and come up with a game plan that gives him the best chance to have us be successful.
All right, Todd, thanks for the visit. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, John.
All right, the Golden Eagles and the Miners of UTEP on Saturday night out at the Sun Bowl in El Paso, Texas. Don't forget, on Thursday night, we're at Mug Shots for the Golden Eagle Hotline. Come on by, visit with us, talk a little Golden Eagle football. Have a great week, everybody. We'll see you next time with another inside look into Southern Miss football.
This edition of Southern Miss Sports Today with Todd Monken has been presented by Bancorp South, right where you are. And brought to you in part by Hattiesburg Coca-Cola. Want a taste of everything? Drink Coke Zero with real Coke taste and 0 calories. The City of Hattiesburg, a proud sponsor of Southern Miss Athletics. UPS, we love logistics. One Mississippi, now open for small business. And the University of Southern Mississippi. It's great to be a Golden Eagle. This has been a presentation of IMG, America's home for college sports.